In this presentation, I will be discussing rabbit care and feeding. So we currently have 3 rabbits that call the sanctuary their home. They are Bun Bun, BB, and Barbie. They are housed in a large converted chicken coop. So it's actually quite large. It's big enough that it could be a tiny house for a person. And it has an attached aviary, so they actually have access to both the inside and the outside. So they have several areas on the inside where they can climb and be inside and do their thing, and then they can go outside and dig and get some fresh air. However, they do not have access to grass because it is a covered aviary, so there's not really a whole lot of sunlight getting in there. So for that reason, we do have to supplement them with hay and greens. So real quick, I just want to introduce you to the rabbits at the sanctuary. The first one is Bun Bun. She's about 5 years old. She's a spayed female. We've had her spayed since we got her. We don't know her exact breed. She was found roaming the streets. BB is the second bunny. She is about 2 years old. She is unspayed, but we're talking to our vet about getting her spayed. Her exact breed is unknown, but she may be a mini Rex, and she was also found roaming the streets, but totally different occasion and location from Bun Bun. The third bunny is Barbie. She is between 6 months old to 1 year old, and she is an unspayed female mini Lop. She will get spayed eventually as well. She was surrendered when her owner abandoned her. When the owner left her rental unit, she left the bunny behind. Mini Lops are a miniature version of the full Lop who were brought to the US in the 1970s, and their max weight of the mini Lop is 6.5 pounds, whereas those full Lops get quite large. So what should bunnies be eating? In the wild, they would be eating large quantities of grass. If you have an enclosure that does not allow your rabbits to eat grass, then they really need to have large quantities of hay. They should have hay present 24/7. So you want to make sure that they have access to as much hay as they can eat. Rabbit pelleted food should just be a supplement to that hay. It shouldn't be the primary thing that you are feeding them. And then you also want to supplement their feed with fresh greens. Fresh grass can be fed to rabbits if plucked from the ground, but you just want to be sure it hasn't been treated with any pesticides before feeding it to them. As treats, rabbits can be given a few different things. So the tops of the carrots that you see in this picture, they can pretty much eat that on a daily basis as their supplemental greens. But the carrots themselves can be a bit higher in sugar, so we want to limit how many carrots they're eating. About 1 carrot for all 3 rabbits to share during the day is probably enough carrot intake for them. We also give them a lot of herbs and lettuce. Small amounts of fruit such as strawberries, apple, or banana can be given occasionally as a small treat. You don't want to give them a whole piece of the fruit. You just want to break it up into a small piece and give it to them as a snack or a little treat once in a while. Safe greens for rabbits to eat, which should make up about 15 to 20% of their diet, include lettuce. So our rabbits love lots of different kinds of lettuce. We try to stay away from iceberg, mainly because there's not a whole lot of nutrients in it, but they like green leafy lettuce, some of the artisanal lettuces. Herbs, ours love parsley and cilantro. Many rabbits will also eat dill, and they enjoy basil, so different herbs are good for them. Kale, many rabbits really like kale, but when fed too much, it can cause diarrhea. So we like to limit the amount of kale. Once in a while, we'll give them a little kale snack, but we do not give them kale daily. Some foods to avoid when feeding rabbits include onions, garlic, leeks, chives, and any other plants in the onion family. Corn should also be avoided because the kernels can cause bowel obstruction, which can lead to bloat, which is an emergency situation for a rabbit. You also never want to feed them chocolate, cookies, crackers, bread, pasta, and any other kind of processed foods. So let's talk a little bit about rabbit housing now. Many people believe that rabbits should be kept in small hutches 24/7. This concept was developed by those who were breeding rabbits for meat. However, keeping rabbits in a hutch will lead to a stressed and depressed rabbit. Also, the lack of exercise can lead to health problems. In the wild, a rabbit may roam up to 3 miles per day. It is important that rabbits have enough space to run, play, and dig. Here are some fun rabbit facts. A baby rabbit is called a kit, and a female is called a doe, and a male is called a buck. Rabbits are very social creatures, and they live in groups in a series of underground tunnels called warrens. A rabbit's teeth never stop growing, and they are worn down by chewing on grasses, hay, wildflowers, and vegetables. Domesticated rabbits can develop dental issues preventing them from eating when they do not chew on enough roughage. Rabbits will jump in the air and twist and kick when they are happy. Like cats, happy rabbits can purr. Mother rabbits are pregnant for 28 to 31 days and give birth to up to 14 babies at a time, and these babies are called kittens. In captivity, the rabbit's lifespan ranges from 8 to 12 years. Rabbits are intelligent creatures who are able to memorize tricks, solve problems, and react to cues. They also learn a range of human words, including their names. The intelligence of a rabbit is comparable to that of a cat or dog. Thank you for listening to my talk about rabbit care.